What is up, ladies and gentlemen of G Cubed? Of course, I'm Schmidt. We're back. We're back. Wasn't able to do this last week because I was actually at a football game. I was at the Chiefs Chargers game in Kansas City last weekend. Good game. Chiefs won. I'm not a big Chiefs guy, but I mean it's fun to be able to go to an NFL game that's kind of by me. Sorry, my throat's been a little weird today. Anyway, I guess we can just get right into it, huh? I know there's not really anyone in here yet. Let me see. Just make sure. Hold on. What is wrong with my shit? There we go. I got to fix my camera. All right. Anyway, there's a lot of good games today. I actually think. I think this could be a winning weekend. Like when I looked at this, I'm like, okay, I might have to make my way over, make some bets before the game starts. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. Okay. As we can start with Vikings at Green Bay. We'll start with my team, the Vikings. They're only 1 point favorites. Yes, they're playing Green Bay, which is hard to do, but the Vikings have been kind of on a roll recently, and they just beat the 49ers on Monday Night Football. So this team is starting to have some life to it. This is a team that easily, again, they've played like the top teams very close, and then they beat one of the top teams. So here's the thing: your losses are rough, like specifically the Bucks one, but then losing to the Eagles, Lions, and Chiefs, it's like whatever. Uh, and then the Panthers isn't a great win. And I'm trying to remember who else they won against, but again, they beat the 49ers. So Green Bay's not that good. Again, I can see this being a complete game where the Vikings just shit the bed. But I think they're coming off some huge momentum taking down the 49ers. All right, because that team is pretty unstoppable, and they did it. So yeah, I like the Vikings in this one, no doubt. I think Kirk Cousins has a good game. Again, he played pretty well on Green Bay, actually. But yes, Green Bay is hard to play in. But I will take the Vikings money line, or I guess the spread. Because you might as well take the spread. It's 1 point. The odds are probably a little better than what the money line would be, and they're going to win by more than 1 point. So might as well do that. So I'll take the Vikings, and then let's see. Who do I like to score in this game? I kind of like Romeo Dobbs. I think he's been kind of a stud this year. He's been Jordan Love's go-to guy. So I like him. I like him for sure on the Green Bay side. And then I love Jordan Love. Maybe, actually. Take a splash. No, but I love Jordan Addison. All right. He already has 6 touchdowns on the season. It's pretty damn good. I think he has the most touchdowns in the league. For a rookie, that's nuts. And with JJ gone, he stepped up. He stepped up big time. Him and TJ Hockenson. I guess the question is if TJ's playing. I don't know. But Jordan Addison should score, so I'm picking him. All right, next up we have the Patriots at Miami taking on the Dolphins. Miami are 8.5 favorites. Now, again, I don't love these spreads. It gets to a point where it's too much. I hate betting this. But Dolphins win this game. I'll say that. But 8 points is a lot of points. The Patriots have been playing a little bit better, too. Even though I still think they're one of the worst teams in the league. I don't know if they're the worst anymore because they've been playing some pretty decent football. Mac Jones has actually come to play now. But 8 points is a lot of points. But can the Dolphins win by a touchdown and a field goal? Yeah. So I'll take the Dolphins spread on that. I think it's completely doable. Again, that offense is just nuts. Who I like to score in this game? I like Ezekiel Elliott. I think he's going to get a goal line touchdown. And I like. Tyreek Hill's just an automatic almost any given week. I like Raheem Mostert if he plays, and then Jalen Waddle. I like the Dolphins guys, man. You can probably bet on any one of them, and no matter what, you have a good shot at them scoring a touchdown. So I'd say any of those guys. Next up, we have the Jets at Giants. The Jets. Excuse me. Jeez, tired. All right, Jets are 3-point favorites against the Giants. Now, the Jets have one of the better defenses in the league. Zach Wilson's been playing decent. They have some good playmakers like a Garrett Wilson, like a Breece Hall. So I like that they're favorites, but it's a game where I can see the Giants winning. And they're playing decent football now. Tyrod Taylor as their quarterback because Daniel Jones just isn't good. And you have Saquon back. So I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. 3 points is a good spread for it. I think I'll still take the Jets here. So far, we're having a favorites week. I think it's probably how it's going to turn out for the most part. But this is one of the games where I'd be like, if you want to take a splash on the underdog here, I would, because I think it can go either way. For touchdown's sake, I like Breece Hall a lot, and I like Saquon a lot. So yeah. Next up, we have Jags at Steelers. The Jags are 2.5-point favorites. It is hard to play the Steelers at home. All right, it just is. But the Steelers have not been great. They're coming off a bye week. The Jags are very iffy. I think they're not as good as they were last year, which is weird because all they really did was upgrade. So I think it's just going to take a matter of time before they get back to what they were looking like last year. And this could be the game. This could be a prove-it game. So I like the Jags win this game, 2.5 points. And I like Calvin Ridley to score, and I actually really like a George Pickens touchdown because he's been kind of good. Once that Deontay Johnson went out, he's had to be that guy, and Kenny Pickens has been his guy. So do that. We'll say that. So Jags 2.5 points. All right. Next up, we have the Falcons taking on the Titans in Tennessee. The Falcons are 2.5-point favorites, and now the Falcons are a team that really pisses me off. Like last week was ridiculous how you don't even say to anyone that Bijan Robinson's not playing, at all. So that's fucking absurd. Really screwed me last week. And the Titans, they've not been very good, but this is a game we're gonna start to see the rookies. We're gonna see Will Levis be the main starting quarterback, where they're gonna have Malik also play some snaps. So I like Malik Willis touchdown on this though, because I think they're going to put him in on some sort of option play, on the 5 or something. I think he'll get that in. But Will Levis will be the main quarterback. We'll see what he's got. So that's why it's hard to pick this game. So to be safe, I'm going to pick the Falcons to win this game because they have good playmakers. I don't like their quarterback. They have a good defense. And the Titans just aren't that. So the Falcons are probably a slightly better team, and I can see them winning by a field goal. I guess if I like anyone else to score, Derrick Henry, since they're not trading him, or DeAndre Hopkins, it seems. They have a few more days before the deadline, so this will be some guy's last game. Falcons side of the ball. If Bijan plays, I love him to score. We'll see. I think Drake London could have a potentially monstrous game, so keep an eye out on that. Except... Sorry, guys. Next up, we have the Texans at the Panthers. Texans are 3.5-point favorites. I like it. I think the Texans are actually a pretty decent football team this year. They're not great, but I think they're better than the Panthers. But Bryce Young's starting to come into it. This is going to be a fun battle of the young QBs. Again, I think the Texans have better playmakers all around, and the Panthers' defense ain't it. So I think I like the Texans spread. Yeah. Panthers side of the football, I like McCaffrey. I'll say McCaffrey. It's not right. McCaffrey. What's up, Sci-Fi? Yeah, McCaffrey is not on the Panthers, so I don't know why I said that. But I like Adam Thielen. The old man is getting it done on the Panthers, So I like him to score. And then on the Texans side of things, I really like Nico Collins. I like any of these wide receivers, like Tank Dell. I think Dameon Pierce could potentially have a monstrous game, so we'll see. But again, I like the Texans. I think I for sure like Nico Collins to score for the Texans. All right, next up we have the Rams at the Cowboys. Cowboys are 7-point favorites. That's a big spread. I'm actually very shocked because the Rams have been playing very well this year. So, yeah, I'm taking at least the Rams spread. This is a game I can see being a huge upset. I can see the Rams actually outright winning this game. So based on what that money line looks like, maybe take a splash on that because I think the Rams have been playing well. Stafford's going to play. Yes, it sucks that Kyron Williams is out. Darrell Henderson came in, and he was getting it done last week. And you have Cooper Kupp and you have Puka. Those are two studs at the wide receiver position. And Matthew Stafford's been pretty good this year. So I like them. And the Dolphins, yes, the Cowboys' defense has been unreal. And I can see them really shitting on the Rams. But I don't know. I don't see it being like 7 points because their offense hasn't been rolling that much. So I say let's go with the Rams. We'll go with the Rams. Oh, hi there, see. We got a little kitty cat saying hey. Uh, oh my goodness, come here. Sorry, guys. She needs attention. But yeah, so who do I like to score? I think CeeDee Lamb has a pretty good game. And then I think I like my boy Puka. And I also like Daryl Henderson a lot. I think Daryl Henderson will, like, he's filling in that role really nicely for Kyron. So next up we have the Saints at Colts. The Saints are 2-point favorites. I'll just be quick with this one. I don't really care for this game that much. But the Colts aren't a bad football team, and I don't think the Saints are very good. But Alvin Kamara's been a stud. Chris Olave may not be playing because he got arrested, so that's there might be something shooken up in that locker room. So I think I like the Colts outright win this game because their run game is nuts. Gardner Minshew's been kind of a dog. But the Saints, again, they're going to dump it off to Kamara. They're probably going to score a lot. So it's hard. This is a hard one to pick. So this is a game I just would stay away from. But if I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick the Colts. Let's see. Next up we have – oh, wait, no. We have to say who's going to score. I think we definitely get a Jonathan Taylor's touchdown in this game. I think they're going to run the ball quite a bit. I also think Evan Kamara has a monstrous game, so I like my running backs in this game. Next up, we have the Eagles at Commanders. The Eagles are 7-point favorites. I think the Eagles should be able to beat them by a touchdown, but it is a divisional game, which can be tough. But the Eagles are just that good of a team. I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to say the Eagles cover. Commanders will probably have a decent day, though. I think Sam Howell actually will have a pretty decent day. I think I like Terry McLaurin in this matchup. Even though he's been kind of quiet this year, I think he might kick some ass. On the Eagles side of things, I like DeAndre Swift, and I really like AJ Brown. But of course, you almost guarantee a Jalen Hurts touchdown if they're on the one, so I'd say put him in that mix too. Excuse me. Next up, we have the Browns at Seahawks. Seahawks are 4-point favorites. Yeah, Seattle's at home, but the Browns have one of the best defenses in the league, I'd say. But I like Seattle to win by 4. I think that's a good line. The Browns, I just don't think they have what it takes at offense to be able to beat the Seahawks. It's good. It's definitely like Seattle's defense isn't that good, so the Browns will probably be able to score. Oh, the Browns' defense is very good, so the Seahawks won't be able to score. So it's a very even matchup in my opinion. I think this could easily be a 1 spread, but they like Seattle a lot. But I think that has to do with them playing at home. So I do like Seattle though because they're playing at home. The 12th man always kicks ass. Who I going to score? I kind of like Jackson Smith. I think he's going to do well. I think he's kind of taking over for Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's kind of decreasing in his production. I don't hate a Kenneth Walker touchdown either. On the Browns side of things, I think Kareem Hunt for sure. And we'll see with these Browns wide receivers because, if P.J. Walker is the one throwing it and not Deshaun, I don't know. Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore are not doing that great. I think they're really good wide receivers, so it's weird to see. But, yeah, I'll probably take Seattle, and I'll take those guys. Next up, we have the Ravens at Cardinals. Ravens are 10-point favorites. Now, the Cardinals, I think, have played pretty decent football. But the Ravens are one of the best teams in the league. I will say it. I'm finally here to admit it. They've been playing their asses off. They've been playing well. Lamar's kind of an MVP candidate. So I'll say, 10 points is a lot. So I think I'm going to take the Cardinals spread, but Ravens definitely win this game. Again, because the Cardinals are at home and they've been playing decent football. So I don't hate doing that. Just 10 points scares me. It's a lot, but for all I know, they could win by 30 points, or whatever. Who do I like to score in this game? If James Conner plays, I don't think he will though. I think he's still in the IR. I like Marquise Brown. The question is, I don't think Kyler Murray's back yet. I think he might be back next week, but I think they took him off the IR. If he plays, I think him and Marquise Brown could have a monstrous game. But I still think Marquise Brown could score a touchdown for the Cardinals. And then on the Ravens side of things, I think I like Rashad Bateman. or Odell. I think we might get some fun Odell action in this game. We'll see. All right, so next up we have the Chiefs at Broncos. Pat Mahomes apparently is getting over the flu. They say he will play. The Chiefs are 7-point favorites. On that fact alone, I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. This could be the upset of the week because, again, in-division games suck, but the Chiefs have had the Broncos number for a while. But I can see it happening. It's hard to play in Denver. Pat Mahomes isn't feeling well, so we'll see. I still think the Chiefs win this game, but I think 7 points is pretty high for what, based on what's the background factors are. Who do I like to score in this matchup? I like Courtland Sutton. I like Travis Kelce, and I like Isaiah Pacheco. So I like. I might like Jared McKinnon, but we'll see. I give it 2 more weeks before he starts to be the main guy at running back because I like to use him, save him for the later part of the year because he's damn good. He's like a Raheem Mostert type. Yeah. Next time we have the Bengals taking on the 49ers. The 49ers are 4-point favorites. 49ers coming off a tough loss. Brock Purdy is probably still on concussion protocol, so Sam Darnold might be playing. So I like the Bengals to win this game outright. That 4 points, unreal. I think Joe Burrow, coming off the bye, they're prepping for this game hard. Jamar Chase, I think, is going to go off, so that's what I think. So I'm going to go with the Jamar Chase and the T. Higgins touchdown. I think the Bengals throwing game is going to be unreal this game. 49ers side of things, Christian McCaffrey scored, 17 straight games? Nuts. Yeah, I like the Bengals win this game. Then last but not least, for Sunday Night Football, kind of shit matchup, we have the Bears take on the Chargers. Chargers are 9.5-point favorites. Chargers have not been looking that great. Bears have not been looking that great, especially Justin Fields out. Let's see what this rookie can do. I think he can cover for the Bears. I think 9.5 points is a lot. Chargers have good playmakers, a great quarterback. But it's Sunday Night Football. Anything can happen, and teams have not been scoring a lot on Sunday Night Football. Huh. Well, sorry to hear that, Sci-Fi. I don't know what's going on then. Maybe my Wi-Fi is just a little shoddy, even though I'm right by the router. But sorry about that, bud. If you want to watch, come by later. I'm sure it'll look pretty good then when it's on the channel. But we'll see. Anyway, I think I like the Bears to cover. And then I like, what's his name? Dante Foreman. I think I like him to score for the Bears. And then on the Chargers side of things, I think I like Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. I hope this video turns out well on the channel. We'll see it because that was news to me, Sci-Fi. Thanks for letting me know. Apparently the video's been buffering, but I hope you all have a great Sunday. It's my favorite day of the week. We got football, it gets chill vibes. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great one. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye-bye.